Hi, I'm John Twist of University Motors. Today I want to talk about the starter motor, the M418G starter motor. This one, MGC owners will recognize as theirs. MGC starter, we hardly see these. Hey, I want to invite everybody to our summer party coming up in 2 weeks. Today is the last day of July. Or the second last day of July 2014. In 2 weeks, our summer party featuring the post-Abingdon MGs is coming along. So, hey, if you're around the area someplace, you want to come see some unusual MGs you've never seen before, look at our website and come on. 14th, 15th, 16th of August. It's going to be a really good time. Now let's talk about the starter motor. The starter motor has got two big components. It's got the motor. It's got the solenoid. When the solenoid operates, it kicks this gear here. Let me lever that out. It kicks this gear into the flywheel. Once the gear is in the flywheel, once it's in the flywheel teeth, then it starts to turn. Unlike the earlier cars, which had crash starters. The Bendixes on the crash starters were already starting to spin when they hit the flywheel, and it chews up the flywheel teeth. This one's called a pre-engaged starter, so it's already engaged in the flywheel before it operates. This has come to us because the owner says it's not working well. Well, let's take our leads. This can jumper leads. This happens to be a big battery charger here in the backside. And let's hook him up here, get a nice connection here. And this is our operational lead, and when I kick this thing on, if I touch him here, he should work. So let's try him. Ooh, moving real slowly. He's moving really, really slowly. He gets there, but he's moving slowly. There we go. Kind of crappy. Boy, makes me wonder if my connections here are good or bad. That was falling down on the starter lead here. That is hot. Once, slow, nice and fast, nice and fast. You can hear it. It's not making a good noise. You can see that Bendix snap out and then start to turn. Now that time was slow. Slow. There's something wrong with the starter. What's wrong? It might be the solenoid, it might be the starter motor. If we want to go right to the starter motor, which is the connection that runs down to the starter motor here, we can get him hooked up. We can try just the motor itself. Sounds good? Sounds good? Sounds good? Sounds good. Sounds good. Normally I would do this test 20 times. If it passes 20 times, it's going to work in the car. But if you have a dead spot on the commutator, then every now and then the dead spots line up with the brushes and nothing will happen. And you turn the key, nothing happens. So something's going on with this. My gut is that we got more problems with the solenoid than we do with the starter motor. Now, I'm not going to take the whole thing apart here today. I'm just going to talk about it very, very quickly. And that is that you take the solenoid off, you take the starter motor apart, you clean everything, make it nice and clean. It all comes apart. Maybe you change the brushes, but changing the brushes is a real task. Real task. Got to be so careful with the solder and this thing's buzzing back here. You got to be so careful with the solder and getting the brushes in the right spot, and you got to find brushes, and sometimes that's difficult. All this kind of stuff, these repair parts aren't as available as they used to be. Get it all nice and clean, then you have to take the solenoid apart. You've got to take the cap, the plastic cap off the end of the solenoid, and you've got to clean all the contacts and put it all back together. That'll be another video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe longer, just depends. Hey, I want to encourage everybody to come to our summer party again. Thanks for listening. And if you got any questions, call me between 1 and 2. That's my technical time. I'm on Eastern time. So if you're calling from Sydney, Australia, that was 2 weeks ago. If you're calling from Sydney, I'll take your call anytime it comes in. But please, if you're in the United States, call between 1 and 2. Then I get some work done out in the shop. Hey, until later, safety fast.